Hi, my name is Lina Petrakieva and I'm going to show you how to create a chart in Excel. When you need to create a chart, you'll need to first select the data that's supposed to go in the chart and then go and choose to insert the chart itself. You can select the data by simply clicking and holding on the first cell that you want to appear in the chart itself. So in this case, I'm going to start from the cell, and by clicking and dragging, I select all the cells that contain data which will be plotted in a chart. Then from the Insert tab, you can select the type of chart you want to use. In this case, I'm going to use a scatter plot. And I'm going to choose a subtype suitable for my needs. In this case, I will choose a scatter plot that contains the dots that represent the data and the lines connecting them. And the chart will be plotted. This chart is just the initial draft of a chart. At the moment, the data is represented, but anyone looking at the chart will have no idea what actually those numbers mean along the X and along the Y axis. So we'll need to make sure there's proper labeling on everything in the chart, along the X, the Y axis, and the chart itself. The easiest way to label a chart is to use the tools that will appear if you have clicked on the chart, and specifically the Layout tab. If you go to the Chart Tools Layout tab, you will see the Labels group, and from here you can insert a chart title. At the moment you can see there is none. We want one above the chart so it doesn't clutter the chart itself, and a space for the chart title will be created. Now we can click inside and type the actual chart title. After we have finished typing, you can just click outside to complete the process. Then we'll need to add the axis titles. There are the axis titles. The primary horizontal axis title is along the X axis. At the moment we have none. We definitely want one. And you can click inside now, delete the standard text that will appear by default, which is axis title, and put what information is actually represented. And if we look at the data we have, along the X axis we have the days when the temperature has been measured. So I will just put that along the X axis, these are different days. Then I'll just click outside to complete, and now all is left is along the Y axis to include the label to show what these numbers actually are. Here from the axis titles command, we choose primary vertical title. We have 4 different options here. At the moment there is no axis title. We can choose to have rotated one, which means the text will be rotated 90 degrees and it will be read sideways. A vertical title will be displayed if the letters are printed one after the other, so you read it vertically down. And the horizontal one will mean the text will be simply displayed sideways on the side of the axis, but it will be read normally. The horizontal title is the easiest to read, but it does take a bit more space. So usually the rotated title is used. And then we can click inside, delete the text that we have in there, and put that this is temperature in Celsius. Now we have the proper labeling of the chart itself. We can remove this note here that this is series 1 simply because there is only one series of data anyway. So to do that, simply click on that element of the chart and press the delete button on the keyboard, and that will be removed. The next element we can improve in the chart is the actual data displayed along the X axis. At the moment we have every 5th day displayed. We can decide to display every 2nd day or every 7th day to make sure we have every week, or any other number of options. To do that, we have to right click over the axis labels themselves, simply like that, and we can go to Format Axis. And from here, we can control what exactly is displayed on the axis. At the moment, everything is automatically created, so it starts automatically at 0, but we do not have 0th day, so it's probably a good idea to change it to start from 1. The maximum at the moment is 35, but our data is recorded up to day 30, so we can change that as well to day 30. Then we can see here that the major units are every 5 days. We can change that to be every 7 days, which means that will be every week. Or we can keep it every 5 days, whatever is more useful for the data you have. And then when we choose close, there we have the data displayed.